How's it going, everybody? MrYourWilly here. If you didn't know from my last video that I posted on my channel, not the Better Than Wolves, but Season 3, I have been very busy with work, filling in time for helping with the remodels and all that, so a lot of overtime and late night shifts and all that, so I haven't had time to actually film anything. But now that that's kind of over, I have a little bit more time now, so I'm going to be catching up on my videos. Thank you all for being very patient with me on that and continuing to follow my videos and support me. It's awesome to see, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, the same video, I commented how I'm thinking about doing my videos about 15 to 20 minutes in length, because I feel it's kind of a good length. It's not too long, it's not too short, and if there's you know, something that I feel needs to be talked about, then I'll extend the video up to like 30 minutes. You guys seem to be on par with that decision as well, so that's really good to see. That you guys kind of agree with my decision on that guy. I have zombie flesh. I don't know why I have that. That can be put away. But anyways, today I have a few things to do. First off, as you notice, I have a blinky thing there, so I'm going to read that eventually. But I also have some comments. I'm just going to go ahead and get these comments out of the way. You're an amazing builder. Keep up the Let's Play. Smiley face. I'm really enjoying it, says Revolver Realms. I am quite glad to hear that you are enjoying the videos so far. And my building skills of awesome proportions, like my awesome tent house. I noticed that in 1.5, mobs all glitch into or through walls all the time now in vanilla, which is kind of the same bug and Better Than Wolves. So try making fences too thick. Better Than Wolves has just updated quite a lot. As you can see, it's 4.8. The last video I posted, I think, was 4.67. So I'm going to see if maybe they fix that, because they did fix a lot of vanilla bugs. And so I'm going to wait and see if that bug's still persistent. If it is, then I'll figure out something like maybe double walls or something. I just don't like doing that as much. Says Alicia. Thank you for that. Alright, now that my vocal cords have been well attuned with the lulls, let's go ahead and get going with the things. Why have you laid no eggs of any kind? Maybe you have not been fed. Let's feed them. And afterwards, we will read the updates, because I want to at least be having these guys do something while the updates be upon them. Feed, feed, feed. Yep, looks like they haven't been fed. That would explain the no egg layings. Alright, so a lot has been changed. Half of it, if not more, was just bug fixes and things like that, like I mentioned before. So no point in writing those down. What I did write down in this book is things that have been changed that you may be interested in hearing about. I don't want to, well, I'm going to try not to cover the whole episode with the updates, but be warned, I don't know how long this will take me. But I do want to work on the house before the episode ends. So let's go ahead and get through the updates here. So first off, they added hardcore bouncing. Does that mean that I no longer bounce in my bouncy castle? No. What it means is you can't build while jumping anymore. So like, as you can see, I'm right clicking now, and when I jump while right clicking, I don't build. So that makes it so you can't build higher than your arms reach. You actually have to build a platform to get up to it. I don't know if it prevents... Okay, so it doesn't prevent you from being able to mine that. Of course, you can mine it normally anyways. But it prevents you from being able to build while jumping. Because of that, you can no longer build underneath you, which is actually kind of annoying. So you actually have to build a stepway. As you can see, I can no longer build like a tower. So I actually have to build a stepway by going out and then up and building stairs, which... truthfully, yeah, this makes more sense. For you're trying to get up to something, you should probably make stairs or ladders up to that thing. But it will definitely make it more difficult for a lot of you guys, so do be aware that they did change that. Now, this update has been out for a while, so you guys might already know it. But for those of you watching the video and don't know about the update, that has been done. So hardcore bouncing has been added. Also, they added wool armor. It's basically crafted just like any other armor, but requires wool, which I don't think I have enough of, because I haven't really been collecting wool. Oh, I guess I do. And so let's go ahead and make a wool cap. As you can see, there is it is called a tuki. And then we got wool pants, which is called breeches. And oh yeah, how do you do that thing where you grab all of them? Is it shift? No, that's the opposite. Control, shift, right click. No. There is a shortcut to, aha! Maybe I did that wrong though. Let's see. Okay, so you just double click. You don't need to hold anything. Awesome. And let's get some black in here. And see if we can make the chest piece. There we go. And a wool jacket. Now, this is meant to be like articles of clothing. So they have an armor value less than leather. But it will eventually, I don't think it's implemented now, but will eventually allow you to dye them. Wow, that's much quicker to clean that. But currently that dyeing process is not implemented, but basically you would dye, from what I can understand from the update, you'll dye the wool itself. So if I wanted a blue outfit, I would dye the wool blue and build a blue vest out of it. So that way I have a blue vest. Kind of like how you dye armor, but instead of building the armor, then dyeing it, you're dyeing it, then building it. So that has been added. The only thing you can't make is shoes, because that would be socks. In the update, that's what it says. So you can't build wool booties. You have to build leather shoes or something. He added also cut leather and cut tanned leather. So basically, leather, if I have any, here we go. And some shears, which I used to have in here, but no longer do. Moved it out here. Yes, I did. I probably can do this here. So leather plus this equals cut leather, which is actually kind of nice because it's built to be an efficiency recipe. As oh, it's not shown here. Let me go up. Change the recipe for tanned leather. That has been changed a bit. I'll tell you that in a sec. Where is it? Okay, so I guess I didn't write it down. But any recipe that uses leather and cut leather, almost any recipe, I think there's an exception, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Any recipe that uses leather or cut leather, leather or tanned leather, can use cut leather or cut tan leather. So basically it's an efficiency recipe. As you know, books, for instance, well, that's the wrong kind of book. Let me see if I can search through here for that kind of book. Is made through a leather and 3 paper, or a cut leather and 3 paper, or if you have the process, it's not showing me the tan leather recipe. Maybe that's the one that he switched out. Machines, no. Let me quickly look up tan leather. There is, oh yeah, also you can make a tan leather armor, the gimp and chaps, biker boots, breeding harness is now changed. That's something I haven't built yet, but basically it requires iron as well as the leather, so you can make that as well. So that's the cut leather. Well, there's a way to make tan leather and 6 paper would make a book as well, but you'd make 2 books out of it. So 1 piece of leather would initially make 2 books. I want to test out if I can get 4 books out of 1 piece of leather, which would be quite cost effective, seeing as leather is very hard to get. I might as well show you the new recipe as well if I have the, and that's a wall on my face. Because as I said over here, changed the recipe for tanning leather. So let's see if in here, I got tons of food. I need to, actually, you know what? I won't take it out of here. I'll just go to the cauldron. That's back there. And also I should probably eat some food, because hunger bars always depleting. I need some doo-doo. Get down there. Come on. There we go. That was weird. Dung. Dung dung. Dung 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 dung. I got dung. Dung 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 dung. It is quite smelly, and it is in my hand, and I shall wipe it off onto the ground. And then my dog looks at me strange and said, "Why did you pick that up?" And the song totally makes no sense. Alright, let's sprint off to our blacksmith and put Doodoo in his forge. Because the blacksmith loves Doodoo in his forge. Actually, he quite detests it. He quite yells at me. But then again, I am the blacksmith, so I do what I want. Alright, so we need to switch this out, and we don't want to lose the metal, because remember, if we break that, it goes plonk into the fire, and that would be horrible. And then we also want to turn off the, well, wait, no, turn on the bellows, because we're making tan leather, I believe. It requires bellows, so leather, oh, nope, 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 nope. Off. So we do not want it to burn. Why are you so burning? Did I put the recipe wrong? Well, I guess we could always, oh, oopsies, we forgot to score it. Be right back. Alrighty then, so I got the scored leather. I still think you need to turn off the bellows, but we will find out. Should be dung, and then I believe it's logs. And the logs are in the amount of what the burn is. So as you can see, 1 log of this does not burn, but once I put 2 logs in, then it starts to work. Depending on the type of wood, depends on how many logs you need, because that's connected to the hardcore wood edition that I did, where certain woods have different burn times. And now that you have that ingredients, you can get tan leather. Also, he made it so that cut leather can also be turned into cut tan leather, but you need 2 pieces of dung to do it. So it's more effective to cut leather to cut tan leather, cut leather, whatever, the skinned one, the one that's been worked. I don't have any paper making materials here. Alright, I hope he didn't change the book recipe. Also, on the way back, can I go through one of these other ones? Yes. Added diamond ingot recipe to replace weapon and armor recipes. H. Actually, the H is not meant to be there. It was just a miscut. I didn't delete the letter of that. So what that means is diamond tools like the diamond pickaxe, the diamond shovel, diamond armor, and all that is no longer made by just diamonds. Other things though, like the enchanting table and all that, is. Now instead, to make diamond tools and armor, you basically put an iron ingot and a diamond. I think it's 2. I hope it's not like a craft recipe here. Probably need more iron. So this, that would totally suck if that was the recipe. Alright. Let's find you. Oh, that's what it was. And creeper oysters. We got one of those last episode from a creeper. It's a very rare drop. Plus a diamond, plus an iron. There we go. And that's a diamond ingot. Now, you use this just like you would a normal crafting recipe. Obviously, 3 on top and 2 sticks make you a diamond sword. But with this stuff, you can put the diamond sword in the forge, but you don't get diamonds back. You just get the iron back. So you have to get some creeper oysters. You have to get some diamonds back if you wish to get that again. So repairing diamond tools is very difficult. So you want to use these sparingly. The reason why this is because diamond is meant to be an upgrade to iron, not a replacement to iron. So you still need iron in the components of it. Now let's get back to what we were doing before, which is making books. So there's 3 paper. I need more than 3 paper. And it's raining. But that's okay. We'll just ignore the rain. Okay, I was like, I have, I have this. All right. So let's go ahead and make some more paper and hope that this recipe still works. Huh. Looks like it no longer works to make books out of that. Either he removed this recipe or this version or not, but that used to be a way of making more books. But you can still turn the normal leather, cut it up, and use that for books. So I guess that's his replacement for the ability to not have trying to think. Not have the shorter recipe using tanned leather. But let's go ahead and get inside so we don't hear the rain as much. You can still kind of hear it in here. I'm going to turn that off for the audio's sake. Alright. Added the ability to melt down the diamonds. Changed the recipe for tan leather. Added hardcore fishing. Basically, you need to add bait when you're fishing. Bait can be any useless meat, quote unquote. So things like spider, or not meat, but food items like spider eyes. You can eat it, but it poisons you. But you can use it as fish bait. You can use those creeper oysters as fish bait. Things like that. If you fish without bait, you won't catch any fish. If you're fishing with bait and you fail catching the fish, there is a chance of failing or losing the bait, and you need to rebait the fishing line. I don't believe I have any. Really? Did it just start like again? No, it's just taking a while to close. I don't have any fishing rods here, but I'm not gonna make any. But I will show you that the fishing rod recipe has changed. Now it's 2 sticks, 2 strings, and an iron ingot to make a fishing rod. As you can see, it has now like a hook at the end. So that recipe has been changed. Let's put that back. Added hardcore piles and added bat wings. Bat wings is basically a drop from bats, because bats, if you kill them, give you absolutely nothing. So now you have a chance of getting bat wings. I don't think they have a use at the moment, but eventually they probably will. Hardcore piles I'll show you in a sec. There's another one that I thought. Oh yeah, here it is. Remove spider silk to wool recipes. So before, if you needed wool, you could just put the string spider silk in a 4 pattern and you would get some wool. You can no longer do that because he considers them 2 different materials. So you can't do that anymore. Back to adding the hardcore piles. If you go shoveling, and you would get a dirt block before. Makes sense. Block of dirt, get a dirt block. He changed that now. Whenever you break... Really? They broke... I just need to make those iron doors just to get it over with. So... soft materials like dirt, gravel, sand now drop piles. Well, they're supposed to. I'm going to break it with my hand. There we go. I guess because it's the Soul Forge, it won't do it. It won't drop it like it's supposed to. Either that's a bug or that's an improvement on using this. But this is what you would normally get, is a pile of dirt. Now 2 piles of dirt can make you a dirt slab, which actually looks kind of cool because it looks like the normal dirt slab. It doesn't look like the compressed version of dirt slab, which doesn't look as cool. Oh, that's interesting. So you can get dirt piles from dirt as well. So yes, using this is an improvement or a bug. But either way, yeah, you can decompress dirt into dirt piles. So basically, dirt piles is like the lowest grade. Then you turn it into dirt, and then you turn it into compressed dirt, the packed earth. And the packed earth can obviously be converted down and converted down again. So that is what has been changed. And can that be converted down? That cannot, but I bet you it can be turned into a normal one if you put 2 on top. If not, oh well. But anyways, let me get out of here. So that has been changed. Gravel's the same way, sand's the same way. Probably because I have the Matok or however you pronounce it, might fix that. I'm interested to see if it's a bug though. Anywho, back to reality or updates. He added hardcore stratification, which I can't show you at this moment, but I might show you in a second. Same with dungeon chests. Looted temples is basically similar to the abandoned villages, which is basically where you spawn. Any villagers within a close radius of you is abandoned. There's no one in it. There's nothing in it. Temples is the same way. If you spawn next to a temple, it will be empty. There won't be any chests or loot or anything like that, preventing people from being able to get easy access to high-end items. Showed you the slab recipe. I'll show you the stratifications very quickly. Before I do that, let's go ahead and just visit the house and grab some more logs, and I'll be back. Alright, so we're back at the house here, and I just put dirt where I didn't want to put dirt. Got some good feedback on the build so far, and I'm liking how it's turning out. I did get some comments about some of the stuff, like Pig Catapult suggested that I put a different kind of fencing on top, but then she realized, oh, I did that because she commented earlier. So that has been approved of. Also, somebody, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I was just looking at the comment, so I apologize, but suggested that I keep the pillars of logs on the inside going up. Now, unfortunately, I can't do that quick building thing, which is annoying because now that I'm here, I can't just, that's just going to look bad. So my building is just going to be very difficult to build now. So now I don't have a way of getting out as easy. So, but we will figure out a way of prevailing. But that comment has been suggested, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and build up on these as well, seeing as I'm here. And looks good. It's all connecting and everything. I still need some fence, and I'll do that later. But for now, I'm just going to put these logs in here, and that as well. I thought I had more siding, but I don't. I'll get some. Put this in here, and that's not really needed. But yeah, so that was what I wanted to talk about with the house itself. Looks like we're running out of time, so I'm not going to build any more of the house, but I will next episode now that I don't have any updates. But what I do want to show you is this new hardcore stratification. So I shall be back, because unfortunately it's something that is a world generation, and obviously this area has already been pre-generated, so I need to go somewhere else. Hello sheep, how are you? Oh, where am I? Snowy. I think I'm in the North Pole. I think this is far enough away that I'm in New World Generation. So stratification basically makes it so that the Earth is separated into layers, just like the Earth really is separated into layers of stratosphere. Ooh. Or not stratosphere, but you know, basically, you know, more condensed stone. That is really cool looking. But anyways, this snow is my way. Ha! I shall cut my way down. Mwah, ha 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 ha. But basically, because there is layering in the stone now, deeper you go, the harder the stone, dirt stuff is. So you need better and stronger tools. Now I have the best tool available to me. So I'm going to see if you can actually tell any difference deeper you go. Now, any ores that you find is still pick dependent. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, iron at the higher levels or iron at the lower levels. It still needs to be mined the way iron normally would be mined. You can't punch it. So far, I'm not noticing any differences, though. Let's see. Yeah, basically the stone beneath the overworld is divided into different layers or stratas. These layers then require different quality pickaxes. I don't see different layers yet, and this is quite a far range. I was kind of hoping to like actually see a difference. And I really don't want to just mine straight down, because that's always stupid. Hello, Cole. How are you doing? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this stuff is much lighter, as you can tell. And then this stuff is actually darker, almost looks like obsidian. So it's definitely getting... Yeah, so there you go. There's the layering effect happening kind of randomly, and then it's getting more and more pronounced. Don't know how easily this is to see on camera. Let's go a bit more down. But also, the other update, which is, here we go, there we go, change the contents of dungeon chests. The deeper you go, the more valuable the item, or the content. This is also true with not only just chests that you'd find in dungeons, but also chests that you would find in, in like abandoned mines and that kind of thing. So definitely the deeper you go, the more valuable it is to get those items, because they're harder to get to. Well, I think the dirt is even... I don't think the dirt actually shows up differently, and the stone doesn't show up differently. It's still cobblestone, but that just seems darker to me. I don't know if it's just... Oh, I guess it's just a trick of the light, because it has been a while. But I'm really interested to see what the next layer looks like. Still the same layer. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, as you can see, the ore is also in the stone that's different, so that's kind of cool. The stone isn't like the lighter color with the same ore, but obviously the ore texture itself is the exact same. It's just the outside edge. And to easily show this, this is the next layer. It's even darker. And there's the stone from the previous layer. As you can see, it's not lighting that's making this one darker than this one. But if I mine it, I still get iron ore. Ooh, do I actually get it in like the darker? Oh, that's cool. I actually get it in the different one. I still don't know if that's a glitch or not, but that's kind of cool. So you actually do get two different ones, but of course coal still gives me coal. But yeah, I'm at Y level 25. I'm gonna keep going. I want to see what like the lowest level looks like. As you can see, I am at the obsidian level, or not obsidian, bedrock. And here's like the darkest it will go. There's some iron here. I picked it up and it landed in here, so it looks like that's the darkest it will go. I also found some diamonds on my path, so I'm totally gonna take this. Quite a nice little find here. Actually, a good amount of diamonds too. Sweet. How many did I find? 6 diamonds for just like randomly picking a spot. That is awesome. Also a little bit of lapis lazuli. I'll take it. It's not really super valuable, but I will... actually, no. In this mod, you can make a few things out of it. But anyway, so it looks like there's those 3 layers. There's this layer, then there's the mediums colored stone layer, and then there's the normal light layered. But that's basically what the stratification is, and this is totally worth it now. But yeah, that's the newest mods, or mod updates. I do apologize that it did take up the whole episode pretty much, but it was a lot of changes. Next episode, I will be working on the new farmhouse, and then the new farm once that's, or the actual farm itself once that's done. You guys seem to be liking the let's building aspect of it a lot, so that's really good to hear that you guys are liking how I'm doing that. And why am I... Oh, I am famished, so I can't jump anymore. But I need to get out of here and get home before I die. I'll see you all later. This is MrYourWilly signing off. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to join the epicness. Adios.